The start of the ladies softball season comes this Saturday against Elms College down in Fort Myers, Florida. And the ladies will be making their way down to the Sunshine State this coming weekend. And joining us in her 8th year is ladies softball coach Erin O'Neill. Coach, thanks for coming and taking time out of your day to come and speak with us here on the KSC. Year number 8 for you, and we're going back down to Florida to get things going again. I believe that's for the 8th straight year now. We're going to be in the Gene Cusick Classic. How's practice been leading up to this opening weekend? And you know, a lot of exciting players coming back. And what do you think you got this year?
Yeah, it's been really good. The past 2 days have been great. We were able to get outside, which is awesome going into our first games this weekend in Florida. And last week we were actually able to get on the turf. Both our lacrosse teams were away, so we were able to scrimmage out there, which was super, super good for us. Yeah, I've been really happy with practice. We have a great energy on the team. We've been working on the fundamentals, hitting a lot of live. Inside all throughout the preseason, and so I'm just really excited to see what we're going to do once we face some competition.
Sure. We've been seeing our own faces for a little bit of time, but that's going to change on Saturday, obviously. What do you think you have on this roster? We got 3 seniors that are back: Maddie Maldonado, Amanda Coyle, Nicole Harita. 3 players that have done good things for us the last few years. You know, we didn't have any seniors last year. What do you make of the roster you have here this season?
Yeah, so I think that leadership is key in having a successful team. And you know, in my 8 years, they're some of the best. As a whole, they just make up the perfect leader. You know, you've got Maddie, who, when you play against another team, like, she just stands out. You know, she just has that it factor. And then you have Amanda Coyle, who's a little quieter, but just works her butt off every single day and sets the tone for competitiveness and hard work. And then you have Nicole, who's just like cool, calm, and collected, and is just a gamer, you know, and you know what you're going to get from her every game behind the plate. And they've really done a great job of setting the tone for our team and really following through with all the things that the coaching staff has asked of them, and to filter that down to the younger players. And so everybody's just really on the same page, and yeah, they're just great leaders. And then we have, you know, our sophomore and junior class, who has really matured, I think, over the last year. And they're very talented players, and I think that we had a lot of expectations for our first years last year, and so now they're a little more comfortable in, you know, in their roles. And then we just have some great personalities in the first year class. As
usual, we have great personalities. I saw it yesterday out at the practice field. Let's talk about the team in general. I know last year, defense and pitching, we had our struggles, and that's got to be 2 focal points for you. And I mean, I think I caught you on tape yesterday saying we've got to play better defense this coming season. How have you been working on that?
Yeah, that was really disappointing for me last year, because I love defense and we spend a lot of time doing it. And so we've just really gotten back to the basics. I think everybody's in a position that they feel comfortable in. Last year we mixed things up a little bit early on in the season, and you know, maybe I should have changed things a little sooner. So I'll take some responsibility there. But right now we just have people that have gotten a lot of reps at the positions they're going to play throughout the year. And so we do feel more confident going into that. In terms of pitching, I think we just need to be more consistent.
Sure.
It seemed like last year, you know, maybe when we had some walks or wild pitches, then we had a defensive error also. And so when you get in that hole, you know, it's hard to come out of. But we've really worked on, when we face adversity, not letting one thing spiral out of control, but nipping it in the bud and moving on and making a good play to come back.
Offensively, you know, Maddie had the 9th best batting average in a single season last year. Brittany Patterson is back. She was top 5 in the conference in runs batted in. And obviously, in Grace Pills, you know, I saw her hit a triple off the fence yesterday at practice. You got some batters as well that you're going to be able to mix into the lineup.
Yeah, for sure. One thing that we've just talked about a lot is putting the ball in play. You know, the more times you put the ball in play hard and force the defense to do something, you know, the better the result's going to be. So really limiting our strikeouts, ready to attack, not getting into a defensive position offensively where we have to hit with 2 strikes, or, you know, where we give the control to the pitcher, but where we really are getting in there and finding a good pitch early in the count and ready to smack it. So
let's talk about some of your freshmen. Jace Giuliano is obviously going to be in the circle a little bit early in the season. You mentioned Grace Finn to me in practice yesterday. Give us a rundown quickly of the freshmen you have.
Sure. So Grace Finn's going to be a great addition to our outfield. She has a ton of range. She's got a great bat and just really has that natural instinct of how to run bases, just how to play the game of softball. So I'm really excited to see what she can do. Catherine Riggs is also first year. She hurt her wrist really early on in the season, but we're going to get her some time, running bases and getting her that experience. Jace Giuliano, it will be in the circle for us a little bit. She'll do a nice job of complementing Keely, Amanda, and Austin, and then Emily Buckwalter, who I'm really excited about because she has taken on any role that we've asked. She's going to play a little second base, she'll catch a little bit, and play third base, a true utility player. So,
all right, my final thought for you, Coach, keys to success for this season and, trying to get into that Final Four of the NCAC.
Yeah, so we have just talked this whole preseason about what we're going to do when we face adversity or face failure. Softball's a game where you're going to fail a lot. How do you overcome it? How do you bounce back? What's your next pitch going to be? And so I think if we stick to our plan and our leaders continue to lead the way they have all preseason, and we just stick with the goals that we've set for our team, I think we should be in a pretty good situation come April.
Okay, Coach. Thanks for your time as always. Good luck this coming few weeks down in Florida, and we'll catch up when you get back.
Sounds great. Thanks. Go ladies.
That's right. That was ladies softball coach Erin O'Neill. Her team going down to Fort Myers, Florida this coming weekend. They'll open up with Elms College and Clark University this coming Saturday down at the CenturyLink Sports Complex in Fort Myers, Florida. We'll have all the coverage, and be sure to check out athletics.kenyon.edu for all the ladies' happenings over the next few weeks here in the spring season. For the head coach, I'm Clayton Kaufman. We'll see you next time on the KSC.